Hello, my name's Dr. Robbie Girling. I'm based here at the University of Reading in the School of Agriculture, Policy and Development. My key area of research is a subject area known as chemical ecology. That basically means the chemical communications that different organisms use to talk with one another. But instead of obviously vocal communications, these communications are by smell. Now, insects use smell an awful lot, much more than humans do in this kind of communication. And one insect that a lot of work has been focused on, or one group of insects, are the moths. Now, the moths rely very heavily on chemical communication, particularly for things like mating. So a male moth will usually find a female by detecting her smell. So she'll release a pheromone, and the male will then follow that pheromone trail to try and find the female. And what we know about how that pheromone moves through the air is it's really critical, the structure of those pheromone plumes, as to how an insect finds a female. A male insect finds a female. But what we don't really yet understand is how that whole structure is affected by all of the other things that are in an insect's environment. So all of the vegetation and all of the other bits and pieces that could get in the way and interrupt that whole communication process. So this PhD project is really focused about understanding the changes that those elements of an insect's environment make on this interaction. Now, this can be approached from two completely different directions, and it's really how it's approached will be based on your personal interests. So that can either be approached from, if you're coming from a physical or sort of engineering or applied mathematics background, a real sort of theoretical understanding. The project will be based here at Reading, but we'll spend plenty of time as well at the University of Surrey in their inflow wind tunnel, which is a fantastic facility to be able to actually understand the mechanistics of what's happening in terms of the odour plumes and look at the fluid dynamics. Conversely, you could also approach the project from a much more ecological perspective, looking at insect behaviour and insect behaviour side of things. Now, another supervisor that's involved in the project is based at the University of California, Riverside, which is near Los Angeles. And you'll get to spend some time there, working in the labs there, understanding really sort of the behavioural side of things. So you could make a much more sort of strong focus from the behavioural ecology side of things. So therefore, the kind of person we're looking for really either has a strong background in the engineering or physical sciences, but an interest in ecology, or a background in ecology, but with a good understanding of those sort of physical and engineering sciences. If you've got any questions, or you would like, if there's any other information you'd like, please just send me an email and I'll be happy to get back to you.